Hi everyone, this is Elisa from Anaya's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you so much for coming. I do love showing off my makes, and I'm so glad you come to see it. You can find me on social media as Anaya's Toy Box. I am on Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, and Ravelry. So I make short little videos, and I put them all together to make this one big video. And it's almost daily, somewhat daily. It is throughout the week. I start on Friday and I end on Thursday. So yeah, so what have I been up to? Hello everybody, it's still Thursday. I showed you this project earlier today and I'm going to show it to you now because I'm throwing it out. I don't particularly like this pattern. It's not going to be linked down below because I don't like it, and I don't want to throw shade over any designer. I'm sure her other designs are better, or maybe somebody will like it more than I do. But what you have to do on the head is you work from here to the end, and that kind of messed me up as far as eye placement went. I couldn't figure it out. Now, if I had worked from the back, from the front up, I would know exactly where the eyes were going because I would have already had the front part. But because I didn't, I kind of put the eyes where I thought it would look good, and I was wrong. Like once it's finished, it looked weird, even before I put the nose and the ears on. But once I put the nose and the ears on, like, this is how the yarn looks because I kept trying to take it off and it's just disintegrating. Once I put the nose and the yarn on, nose and the ears on, you could really tell that the eyes are off. So I thought, you know what I could do? I'm not even using my ring light. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to take my pliers, my wire cutter, and cut up these eyes so that I can just embroider eyes and make it look okay. The cutter is not working. It is not, I can't get deep enough past this eyes to the shaft to actually cut it. I have ruined these eyes. You can see there's it's not focusing right there. I've ripped up the shiny whatever. I've ruined the eyes and I still haven't managed to get it off. So this is going to go in the trash. And when I say this, I mean all of this is going to go in the trash. Possibly this one too, or definitely this part. Because this does not frog well. This is what happens when you try to frog it, or if you sewed it and you want to make it fix it. This is what happens to the yarn. So I'm not even going to bother to try to save the yarn. It is going to the trash. And yeah, I just wanted to pop in here and let you know that. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello everyone. It is Friday. It is supposed to be my first day of filming for this week, but I did a little bit, you just saw it, a little earlier. And yeah, so I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So yesterday I was very frustrated. I did not like the way the eyes were set on the fox. I tried very hard and kind of heartbreakingly, because the yarn was getting very, very frayed, to sew the ears to try and make up for the mistake of my eye placement. It didn't work. And so finally I thought, okay, I'm going to break the eyes off and just embroider something. And I was having a really, really hard time. So then I made that little video telling you I'm trashing everything. And that kind of gave me permission to be a little rougher. Because if it didn't work out, I was planning to trash it anyways, right? So I was rougher. And I managed to get the eyes off. And this is my little fox. It's all done. I still don't like the eyes. It is better than what was before. My embroidery is okay, but yeah, the ears, I think I placed it, I was placing it based on the other eyes, and because that's what I do. I measure, like, I kind of like make a line like this and make a line like this based on the eyes and decide, okay, this is the best placement. Now, this is not too off. It's probably about one, like I would have put this one stitch lower or one stitch this way. But I was doing it off the other eyes. I wasn't going to take the ears off because this yarn frays like nobody's business, and I did not want to deal with that. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but my camera just turned off all of a sudden. I'm just going to continue. The eyes, the placement wasn't quite right according to the ears because I had already sewed the ears on and I wasn't going to take them apart. But I already made 2 legs when I filmed yesterday's video, and I had another 2 to make, so I finished those up, put everything together, sewed it up, and this is my little fox. It will be linked down below. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I am going to link it down below. It's also linked in last week's video because I started it for last week's video. But there it is, the fox I made. Did I work on the shawl? Yes. Did I do enough progress that I want to show you? No, because I didn't even finish a row. So I'm not going to show you the shawl so far. This is what I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you this, which looks like nothing. I did find a project for a cat on Instagram, not Instagram, on YouTube. And I am making it. And it looks like nothing right now. But this is how far I am. Yeah, so that is what I've been doing. No, what I did yesterday. I didn't do anything today because I just came back from work. It just is what it is. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hello, my friends. It is Sunday, and I thought I'd come here and show you what I've been doing. Yeah, my bed is a mess because I'm working on it, meaning crocheting, and I have everything around me. As you can see, yarns, bags, all sorts of stuff. Okay, but anyways, back to what I'm doing. So this is the Secret Paths shawl that I've been working on. I am using up leftover yarn. They're 2-weight. They're all from the same brand, which is Chonky Monkey. Chonky Monkey. I always say Chonky Monkey for some reason. It's Chonky Monkey. And yeah, I'm just going to show you what I've done. Like I already showed you that I finished that part. I was actually right here last time I showed to you. So I got not even a repeat done, but I got some done. So that's the first project I'm going to show you. The second thing I am going to show you I showed you a little bit the top of one of these cats. I don't remember which one. I finished them both. She did embroider whiskers like on the side, like right here. And I will probably still do that because this looks, I don't know. They're cute. I like them a lot. But do they look like cats? I don't know. I did, there, that's better. I did adjust the pattern to make it no-sew. It is by, I believe, Crochet Frog, but I could be wrong. If I am, please check it out. It's a YouTube video. It is a very cute pattern, and I enjoyed doing it. I did, like I said, adjust the pattern to make it no-sew, which means I surface crocheted the ear. So I stuck my hook into the... Okay, so this is a free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away, but I stuck my hook in there and did the chain and the single crochets that I was supposed to on the cat itself to make it no-sew. So in the pattern, you're going to see you make, the ears separate, you make the tail separate, you make each of the legs separate. I surface crocheted them on. So these are 2 of them. I used up all of this yarn in these 2. So now I still had the dark color. I don't remember if I showed it to you 2 weeks ago, but I found 2 balls of yarn, like used yarn, so they're working yarn. And one was this color, which I used up the whole one to make the dragons in the beginning of September. So I used up all of this with this. So I made the fox and then this. On the fox, you saw this color because I used it as an accent. So I was like thinking, what should I do with this color? Because I don't have any accent colors anymore. I'm not going to make a billion of these. I wouldn't have been a billion, but I think I need to trim that little thing off right there. The yarn is coming out. I do need to trim it. I'll trim it later. Let me show you this one so you don't have to see that. I didn't want to make a bunch of these. So I decided I'm going to make a monster. These are pure doodles. I did not even write down how to do the feet. I just did it. And then I did them at the same time. So I did this one and immediately started out this one while I remembered what I did. Anyways, this is one of the monsters I worked on. I decided on monsters because I decided, hey, it doesn't matter how it looks. A monster is a monster. It's like a cat, you need to have like the ears and the tail and all that. A dog, same thing. But with a monster, you could do it whatever shape you want, however you want, and it's fine. So I decided on doing a monster. This took up a lot less yarn than I anticipated when I started. So I had enough yarn to make a second monster. This is my second monster. It's going to have no arms because I ran out of yarn. In fact, on the top, I ran out of yarn. So I held 3 yarns together. 2 of them are worsted weight and one of them is, these are acrylics. One of them is 3-weight yarn. So 2 4s and 2 4s and 1 3. I held them and finished it up. And I have decided to imagine that, this little monster, his brain shows. So that's why he's like that. But I didn't want to do the arms different. I didn't want to use a different yarn for the arms. So this one is just an armless, brain showing monster that, walks around with no arms. It's a monster. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if it has no arms. I do want it to have arms. But I am not going to give it arms because I don't have this yarn. I could, I could use this blue right here to make arms. It'll be a different color. I'd use like my regular 3.25 millimeter hook to make the arms. But I think it'll look weird it's not even the same color yarn as this. This is like more of a navy and that's more like blue, like the crayon blue. So I think I'm going to leave it without arms. Hey, you guys have an opinion? Arms or no arms? Let me know. That is my next project, which is, these are my FOs. I worked on these 2 yesterday, and I worked all of this except for maybe the top yesterday. On Saturday, I didn't film. I put gold eyes, gold or orange, they're bronze eyes, on this one. No, these ones are gold. Now that I'm looking at it, like in camera, they kind of look bronze. Let me see again. Oh no, they are bronze. This one is a gold one. So I put those eyes in, and yeah, those are my blank. That is the last, unless somewhere else I find another working yarn, which I don't think I will. This is the last of my working yarn that are blanket yarn. Next time I buy blanket yarn, it will be because I have a specific project to make. And that's how I'm trying to go in the future. I'll have some yarns available for, hey, I want to make something. But for the most part, I'm going to try to buy project to project. Just because I don't have enough storage space. Anyways, that one is done. And now I took out my Bag O' Day yarn. This is the Tonal Hues. It is not an expensive yarn, but Mary Maxim's shipping is expensive. So I waited till I found a 20% off coupon, which covered the shipping. So it's like paying full price for the yarn with free shipping. I did it like that. And I bought this yarn, and soon after that, I decided I'm not going to work with worsted weight anymore. Well, I will for project to project, but this one, I didn't know what to do with it. I wanted to make something that shows off all the colors, which is not amigurumi, because I wouldn't use the whole skein for an amigurumi. So I thought about it, and I decided I'm going to make a blanket. So this is let me look it up real quick, because my iPad closed on me. It is a Victoria's German Shells blanket. It is a V-stitch and virus stitch blanket. And I just started it with the greens. I have blue and orange. I can't reach it properly. Never mind, I'll show it to you another time. But this colorway that I am using is the Garden Lodge. So I have 2 of them, and I'll use both of them up, and then I'll move on to the blues, and I'll end it with the oranges if I feel like it needs to get bigger. Which I probably will. My daughter likes this pattern, so I'll probably make it not a baby blanket. I'll probably make it for her. But this is what I have so far. I just finished the V-stitch, and I'm on the 2nd row of the virus. Yeah, so that is what I've been doing this Saturday and Sunday. It's nighttime on Sunday. Tomorrow's Indigenous People Day, and if I do not, come on tomorrow, because who knows with me, I'll say Happy Indigenous People Day. Is that what we say? It is also Canadian Thanksgiving, so I hope everybody in Canada is going to have a great time with Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys tomorrow, or maybe the day after. I don't know. Bye. Hello, my friends. I thought I would pop in and show you what I've been doing. It is Monday. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who celebrated, and I hope you had a nice Indigenous Peoples Day. If you're living in the States, like I am. Yes. Anyways, Monday. I have spent most of my time working on this. Oh man, the name of it slips my mind, but it is a V-stitch and virus stitch blanket. I don't remember the name. I did just mention it for you guys, like in yesterday's video, but for you guys, you just saw it. So that's what it is. This is using the Bag O' Day Tonal Hues. I love this yarn. I am enjoying this pattern and this yarn so much. This is how much I did. I was here last time I showed it to you, and now I am there. I have used up all my yarn, the 2 cakes of green that I had. They're gone, and I'm going to be adding, this is the colorway Garden Lodge. This is a 4-weight yarn. Did I tell you the details? Probably not. It's a 4-weight yarn. There is 300 meters or 328 yards, 150 grams or 5.3 ounces, and it's 100% anti-acrylic, and I love the way the color is going. I actually did color control a little bit, which meant that I think it was around here I ran out of yarn, but the center of my next ball of yarn was this dark color. So I took out the center and worked the light up and went up to here, which is where the yarn ended, and then I re-added the center. I'm not going to color control any more than that. Right now, the color changes is not enough to finish a row. If you look right there, it's the dark, and it gets lighter and lighter as I'm going this way. And then by the time I am finished, it is the lightest color in the skein. So it's not going to look as beautiful as this from now on, but this looks gorgeous. I have 2 more colors of the tonal hues. I have this color, which is called, where is it? Crystal Ice. I have this color, and I have this color, which is called Burning Through the Sky. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to use the blue next. I'm going to ask your opinions, even though by the time you watch this video, I probably would have continued on. Which one do you think I should have done? The blue or the orange? Part of me feels like this is more contrasty, so it'd be nice to put it in the middle. But at the same time, I don't know. I asked my daughter's opinion. She thinks it's the blue that should go next. I I mean, obviously, I don't have enough green to finish this with just green, although that would have been gorgeous. But I don't have enough green. I never buy blankets quantity of yarn, and I'm not going to be buying any more yarn for this. So I have to deal with what I have. And so I have to choose between this and this, like right now, because this is the amount of yarn I have left, and I don't think that's going to get me through the row. So right now I'm going to choose a color, and I'm going to attach it and probably go to bed soon. But yes, that is what I've been working on this the yarn, the project, everything has gripped my attention. I have not touched my shawl. I don't know if you know this, but I still have a doll I need to make that is waiting for eyes, and I still haven't made it. So I have other projects I could be working on, but this one has grabbed my attention like crazy. But anyways, I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and you can see what color I chose. Bye. Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, and it is my last day of the filming week. And this is the blanket. This is like the only project I've been working for days, which is why I haven't filmed, because I figured, hey, when I show it to you, I'll show it, you know, however much I did in the last few days. So the last time I showed you, I was just finishing this green. This is the Bag O' Day Tonal Hues yarn. I don't remember the name of the green, but I did mention it earlier in this video. And this is, I believe, Crystal Ice, which is the blue. I have finished one cake of it, and I am on my second cake. And yeah, here it is. I do have orange that I plan to put on next, but I don't think it's going to make a big enough blanket. So I have pulled some other yarns that I have in my stash, and if that is still not big enough, when I say girl, I mean my daughter. Girl, you got to make do, because I'm not buying any yarn. So I did pull some orange, some greens to put in after I get to the, like right now I'm on the blue section right here. After I finish the blue section, I will do an orange section, and then I'll go back to those greens. I think one of them is Hirschner's Worsted 8, maybe a Hobby Lobby yarn. I don't remember all of them, but I pulled them already in case I need it. But here it is. It is gorgeous. I did from here to the edge. Here's where my stitch marker is from last time. Yeah, so that's my working week. I see myself working more and more on this blanket just because, I don't know, it's calling to me. It's speaking to me more than the shawl is, more than anything else is. And so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe. Bye.